All right, picture this. You are right on the edge of deploying your very first AI agent. You've put in the hours, the logic is absolutely rock solid, and you're geared up for a high-stakes technical launch. But what if I told you that you're actually walking blindly into a complete minefield?
So why do most AI apps fail before they even get off the ground? Believe it or not, the biggest threat to your brand new AI automation service isn't a bug in your code. It's not even the AI models themselves. The real threats are these deadly setup, hosting, and financial traps that can literally crash your application and drain your wallet before you get a single user. But don't worry, because today we're mapping out the exact escape route. Before we dive in, a quick note. This explainer is based on the comprehensive deployment guide produced by Waqas Ahmed Shah, an educator and AI agents builder for startups based in Karachi, Pakistan. Let's get right into these strategies and lock down your launch.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the setup trap. Our journey starts at ground zero. Getting bogged down in the wrong local environment won't just break your workflow. It'll absolutely burn through your AI tokens for no reason. The very first step to vibe coding is downloading your code editor, Anti-Gravity. But here's the first trap. You cannot just click download and hope for the best. You've got to verify your exact hardware chip. Specifically, you need to check if you're running Apple Silicon or an Intel processor, and match it perfectly to the download version. Then, once it's installed, you can just bypass all the initial friction by logging in directly with your GitHub account. It keeps your whole development environment seamlessly connected. Okay, so you open your project folder, you start prompting, and boom! You are staring right at a massive token waste trap. Anti-Gravity offers multiple AI models, right? But the real secret sauce is how you use its operating modes. Do not run everything on planning mode. You want to use planning mode strictly for your heavy initial deep builds, where the AI really needs to research and structure your app. But the very second you need to make minor UI changes, like just updating a button, immediately switch over to fast mode. It's a super simple maneuver, but it saves you crucial time and completely protects your monthly token limits.
Moving right along to Section 2, the hosting trap.
So your environment is flawless, and the app is built. You're ready for the world to see it. But here is where beginners often trip up. They accidentally buy hosting that instantly breaks their modern web apps. You're building AI services, which means you're likely using React. What the marketers for those super cheap starter hosting plans will definitely not tell you is that their standard environments do not support Node.js. If you buy a basic plan, your React app simply won't deploy. You just hit a technical dead end. To escape this, something like the hosting or business plan is an absolute necessity because it actually provides the Node.js environment that your modern app demands. Hey, here is how you navigate this trap financially. By locking in a 12-month business plan and using a referral link, you can trigger a 20% discount. When you actually do the math on that, it brings the cost of premium Node.js supported hosting down to roughly 800 rupees a month for a professional AI service app that is incredibly lightweight overhead. That brings us to Section 3, the invisible domain trap. Now we're dealing with a deeply psychological hurdle. Imagine building this mind-blowing AI app, and potential clients can literally never find it in search results. It's a complete ghost town. Escaping this takes a really precise 3-step SEO domain strategy. Step 1, mask your location by turning on a US VPN. This lets you see the exact search results your international clients are seeing, rather than your local ones. Step 2, jump into Google Keyword Planner and hunt for search terms with over 10,000 searches. Honestly, anything less than that, like 1,000 searches, is just a dead zone. And finally, Step 3, take your top choices and feed them directly into an LLM to validate the branding and SEO potential before you ever even think about clicking buy. Now, speaking of buying, watch out for the massive cost trap of .ai domains. I know, they look super tempting, but they can cost up to 55,000 rupees. For a brand new launch, that is a flat-out fatal expense. Instead, pivot over to a sleek, tech-focused .io extension. It is highly respected in the startup space, looks incredibly modern, and is significantly more affordable. In fact, it's often bundled in for free with your first year of hosting.
Which perfectly tees up Section 4, the financial time bomb.
So, you're hosted, the domain is live, you think you're safe, right? Well, there's a silent threat just waiting in the shadows. 22,000 rupees. That is the shocking auto-renewal spike programmed to hit developers exactly 12 months after their launch. You might only be paying 800 rupees a month right now, but these hosting companies are banking on you forgetting about the renewal. It is a highly calculated marketer's trap specifically designed to catch you off guard and force a massive auto charge to your card a year from today.
Here is your immediate defense mechanism. First off, verify your domain email within 14 days of purchase, otherwise they will literally take your site offline. Second, go straight into your hosting dashboard and aggressively disable auto-renewal. They're going to throw all these scary warnings at you, saying you might lose your domain or face extra fees. Just ignore the fear-mongering. Disable it anyway to block those surprise charges. It gives you the power to actually decide if the project is worth renewing next year.
Actually, here's a pretty brilliant way to turn their trap into your advantage. As you navigate all these aggressive marketing tactics and fear-based warnings, take screenshots of them. Save them straight into a Notion swipe file. Remember, you're building an AI agency, and these persuasive tactics, stuff like countdown timers and urgent renewal warnings, are incredibly effective marketing strategies. You can study them and ethically adapt them for your own future clients.
All right, let's wrap this up. Section 5, recap and next steps.
Let's take a quick step back and look at the escape route we just mapped out. We've successfully navigated around the pitfalls that absolutely ruin most early-stage tech projects. To ensure a flawless vibe coding environment, remember, strictly match your hardware chip to your anti-gravity editor. Conserve those precious tokens by swapping between planning and fast mode. Never, ever buy hosting without Node.js support. Execute that 3-step SEO domain strategy. And ultimately protect your capital by disabling auto-renewals on day one.
You now have the exact blueprint to bypass the traps, save your tokens, protect your wallet, and actually dominate search results. The minefield is officially cleared. Your environment is fully optimized and ready to build. So the only question left is, are you prepared to launch your first AI agent today? Take these steps right now, lock in that environment, and let's get ready to code.